Hey guys, peace and blessings. This is going to be a general message for I don't know what sign yet. We're going to switch things up a little. We're going to use some die today. 12 signs, 12 planets, and the 12 houses. So we're going to do an astrology read, and then I'll use the tarot to dive in deep. Okay? Good. Here we go. Okay. So, Spirit, show me for the collective. I call on the collective energy. What energy wants to be seen the most or wants to be heard the most right now at this time? What's the biggest energy out of all the collective? Show me. Okay, we have Scorpio. So we have Scorpio in House 4 with Neptune. Okay. All right, so Scorpio, you're up. And then the 4th house in Neptune. So, now remember guys, this could be business, finance, career, love, social shits. Take it how it resonates, make it fit, but don't force it, right? If it doesn't resonate, it's not your story this time, okay? All right. So Scorpio, what this is saying is, wow, this is fucking deep. Because when we go into the 4th, all right, so when we get to Scorpio, right, we know what Scorpio is, right? You, transformative, like brutally honest, like, feels very deeply, you know, it's a Scorpio, right? Like, but also the 4th house, it's your first language, you feel things. The 4th house represents like parental focuses, domestic situations, things that are ending, but home life's stable in a way for you, right? But then you have Neptune, and Neptune pertaining to like the shadows of the mind, intuitive forces, not of this world. This is a really deep read, Scorpio. You are being you in the ways that you want and need on earth for like home, business, how to function as a human, right? But then with Neptune, you're also getting your spiritual needs met and wants. You're doing what you need and what you want. You're finding a way to move, or you have found a way to move through like earth, like on here, in such a way where you're able to stay balanced, like on the physical, on the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual too. And it's like, you know, the Scorpio, it's a lot of balance, and this is in every aspect that I can see. Like, you know, you've balanced yourself out. Healing wounds balances things out, right? Like, very balanced human being. Extremely. Like, this is a level of grace, peace. It's such a peaceful warrior vibe, right? Peaceful as fuck. Just don't fuck with me, right? Like, don't be coming over here if you don't want this smoke. 'Cause, yeah. But home life looks really good too, and business looks really good. And then there's the intuitive nature of Neptune, but it's also creativity in the in that intuitive way. You see what I mean? And then you bring that all together, like the physical part of it on Earth, all the things, right? The Scorpio depth of life, like the extremes that you can go, one, the other, right? And then you fill in them, like it comes together, right? But then also the, and that's on like emotional and mental, and this is like spiritual intuitiveness on the mental, but in a spiritual way. It brings it all together. It's also a mental spiritual too. You figured out how to like surf your energetic wave of this game called life, and you totally made it your bish in like the best way, right? Like, you are my punk. Like, yep, if I have to do this, okay, but it's this way. Like, you figured out how to bend, not reality, but bend, to manifest life in the ways that you want by, like, shifting up, maneuvering correctly, you know? When we know what we don't want, we know what we want, right? Suffice to say, when we know what we want, it's because why? Like, we're either naive, or it's because we know what we don't want. So the opposite must be true, right? In life, like my life experiences so far, and from what I've read, which it says, and I've experienced this as well, we learn the lessons first, right? We have to first learn what we don't want, because you don't really know what you do want until you realize what you don't want, right? Like, it's like that, because we don't want everything, right? We just want everything that works for us. There's a difference. But to like figure that out, well, you either like luck out and you figure it out the first time, right? But not in everything. I mean, sure, fluke things happen, great, right? And some stuff you can figure out, but like not everything, right? There are things that we don't figure out until we figure out we didn't want that, right? Yeah, it's like that. Let's pull some cards. Actually, let's keep going with this, guys. All right, anything else? Let's take the sign out, because we're going to leave the sign because it's Scorpio. What else do you have to say? Spirit, Scorpio, what do you have to say? 5, house 5, which is, I think, about partnerships, and we'll see. And this is, let's see. Wow, holy fuck. This is Pluto, which is one of your planets, right? Your other one is Mars. You cohabit Mars with Aries. You had both. We had both until Mars was given to Aries. But anyways, house 5, which is wow, it's like it's a divine feminine house. Like, it represents womanhood, feminine, like cycles, pregnancy, hobbies, creative disciplines, fun activities, in those ways, with children, with friends, with people, right? But like, I'm getting it's like, but it represents like femininity in a sense, right? Like, or that's how I'm getting it here. Not to say that if you're a masculine or a male, this doesn't apply, but like, it sounds like I'm talking to divine feminine Scorpios. But you know, do you also know what the fifth house is too? Because feminine cycles, do you know what that is actually too? Or what it is? It is the cycles that we as feminines, right, create within ourselves or for ourselves, right? It's like natural cycles that our DNA is built into, right? But then there's also the cycles or patterns of our mind, right? Of our emotions, right? Different things for different things. And once we balance all of that, it's like you figured out how to work through things. It's just more proof of you know what you want because you know what you don't want, right? So you don't just wake up one day and are a divine feminine. We are born that way, sure, right? But like we have to go through things to understand things, right? Like we have to go through life still, right? And like the divine like feminine of the high like energy, like the vibration that I'm picking up on, it's not just a simple divine feminine that's going through life, right? Like it is a divine feminine who is a warrior. Divine feminines that are warriors have been through so much, they've seen so much, right? Like you really can't get anything past them. Intuitive as fuck, right? This is a beautiful read for you, Scorpio. This is about transformation. This is about doing what you want in the Most High. But it benefits you first, right? Because when you're good, everything else is, right? Because when you're good, you take care of yourself first in any of the ways that you need to, in all of the ways that you need to, right? And so you can take care of others, like you are kids, right? Because like you're not good for it. It doesn't help anyone if you're not good with yourself, right? And for yourself, right? It also helps with, like, you take care of yourself, your needs, your wants, right? Helps in business. It helps in health, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, right? You create the environment that you want, and in all the different ways, right? And for the different things too. And anything that is not that, you're like, fuck off. Don't even come near my yard. Don't even come to my gate. It's like that. And all different areas. But you've had to go through a lot, Scorps, to get to there, right? And then there's a specific shout out to the divine feminine Scorpio. So this could be a read for divine masculines and the feminine Scorpios, but then there was just a extra message in there for the divine feminines, right? All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. We'll use all of them. Okay. 13:33 on the clock. Look up the number 333. That might be of significance. Some of you might be a life path 3 or a life path 6, a life path 2 or a life path 1. Or something might have happened on those days, months, or something will happen in those days and weeks, but I don't feel in months. But if it was going to happen, it'd be days and weeks. Okay. You've released your self nodes. Wow, that's the message. You've released the self node. It's just about completed. All your karma's gone. Like you've had all the lessons and karma that you need and want. Now it's all about the blessings and dharma, baby. It's showing that here. And then I believe this is Capricorn. Let's see. It is Capricorn. Good. I just got to hold it this way. Wow. And do you know that in Tarot, South Node and Capricorn would be considered the devil card, which is like the toxicity or within self and just toxic things that it's so basically this is showing a purge of all the anything that didn't serve you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, right? If it doesn't serve us, it is toxic. It doesn't matter what it is, and maybe we don't think it's that bad. No, if it does not serve you for a purpose that is good for you, that's not going to work, right? Like, fuck all the other shit, because you know you. Yep. And you've released anything that doesn't serve, and you're not and moving forward after that fucking dump. You are not moving forward with anything that is of that stage, right? Like, no hate, no shade, cool, right? But you leave things, nouns, where you left them at, where you found them at, right? Like, that's just that. And, nouns can choose to learn and grow, but that's not your problem or, like, worry. Do you, baby. Do you. Life goes on. And you've just learned how to, how the art of detachment and letting go and moving on and in all these different ways. Business, finance, career, social, friends, family. This is a complete, like, all, right? Yeah. And then we have the third house, which is, wow, this is like, home life. Some of you might have siblings too. Some of you might live in your hometown. You might be thinking about moving to your hometown, or moving out of your hometown. It also can talk about small town problems too, like, the day to day, like, just like stuff that you're like, ugh, right? When everyone knows everyone, or when you know a lot of people know you, like that, it's like that. Some of you might be just not being seen a lot, something like that, just coming out when you want, right? Like, if it doesn't benefit you for the good, like, if you're not going to feel good doing it, you're not going to do it, right? Like, it's something like that. Because a lot of things you feel good doing, a lot. Even, like, it's something like the way that in which you are expending your energy, preserving your energy, and just focusing more on the business side of things, the home life, the stability, the friends, family, right? Getting it, it's like that. It's just a different progression and stage, right? Yeah, it's just a complete, like, everything. And that's what you're doing. Also, business looks good, by the way. I see an increase. It could be 5 days or 5 weeks. A substantial increase too. And I don't know if that's a promotion. I don't know if that's a new business contract. If you started a new job, if you got, I don't know what that is. I just see it. But I see it in finances specifically, business, finance, career, right? It's how it is. I do see also that a change of, like, perspective in business. you see something a different way, and because of that, you've opened yourself up to more opportunities that it's almost like you didn't know to think about before. It's like that. Does that make sense? And then I believe this is, oh yeah, we saw that, the South Node, and but also with Capricorn, so it does show like how you're getting like dumped all that shit, you know, like anything that just doesn't serve. But it also shows the cardinal sign of Earth, which is Capricorn. Capris are they're like Tauruses in the sense of like once they have their mind set on something, good luck. And this is on Earth. This is like how you're moving in life, right? It's like that. And there's an emphasis on business too, and your heart chakra opening up. Also your throat chakra, you might be speaking more, or it's something like that. And also your crown chakra. You might be getting some downloads. Dream state could be, and maybe at 3 a.m. or it's around the witching hour, right? Something like that. Oh, and isn't that funny? Look, Capricorn's like right here too. I mean, they're all here, but it's just funny. Okay. Anyway. Oh, okay. So that's what I got for you guys. Wow, we're 21 minutes in. Let's pull a card real quick, see if there's anything else that wants to come out. Okay. Spirit, anything want to come out for Scorpio? What do you mean? Oh, some of you are choosing, it's something to do with, you're lowering your guards on like some kind of non-mental harshness. It's like you still have it in you, but you're choosing to not be a certain way. Instead, you're just going to move with your spirit versus your mind. It's something like that. Like, in this way, right? Because knights, right? They move fast, but especially these two fuckers. Fuck. But, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, not as. But these two, yeah. But you're moving the same level, just in a different way. You're changing something up. You're moving more with your spirit and putting a, it's like you're prepared to use your mind in the ways that you need to, but you don't need to, right? And so when you do that, the extra energy that you saved by not being like this all the time, or in this way, you are able to listen to your spirit and move with how spirit moved through you. It's something like that. What do you mean? An end or a world to what? Wait, what? How do you mean? Oh, wow. Perfect. Something's happening in Leo season, which is now. It's just showing, it's just a repeat of what the die said. You are moving in such a way, and it's so balanced, slow and steady. Also, there's more of an emphasis on business. Knight of Pentacles. Also the heart chakra too, the root chakra as well, and the sacral. You're done being burdened with anything. It's just a repeat of anything that doesn't work for you, bam, like you're making it not be, that's not balanced to you. So anything else, see you later, bye. And you're moving like Knight of Pentacles, like you're an emperor or empress, period, right? But you can come out in different sides, and for whatever this is for you in this way, on this part of your journey, you're choosing to come out in like knight energy. But this is the knight that I love to see you coming out as, like, bam, because this is actual, tangible, practical, here and now. It's earth energy, Virgo to be specific. But also Aqua's here, Libra's here, Leo's here, Taurus is here, and Sagittarius is here. So you can, be taking on pieces of that energy, because once we reach a certain level within ourselves, we can harness different energies once we understand what it does for us. Know thyself. And also by doing things slow and steady wins the fucking race. Ha. Holla. Your heart chakra is blown open as well. That's why you can stay balanced, because you're at such a highly elevated state up on the high, but also have equal measurable groundedness on earth, the low, right? Because the low to, like, the lows for you, where you're at this level of your journey, is like most people's highest high, and that's your lowest low, right? Like, don't compare, baby. Nah. You're able to pull out, to harness just night energy to fucking speed your way, but not even mosey your way through some shit in business, in finance, in career, in family, in friends, social circles, dating, love, being a parent if you are one, if you have pet, what all these different things. You're moving through fucking life slow and steady, and you're only expending night energy, but you are an emperor or empress. You just don't need to be in that mode 24/7, because that drains your fucking energy. You need to pull out the different sides of us that we need for what we're doing, and we only learn that when we go through stuff. So fuck yeah, Scorpio. Hell to the yes. I love this for you. I absolutely love it. You ended a lot of things and you were strong while doing it. Nice. Fuck yeah. Alright. That's really what I got for you, Scorps. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if you like this read. And yeah. Alright. Bye, guys.